The vineyards for the appellation of Montagny are located within the Côte Chalonnaise, a region within Bourgogne situated south of the Côte de Beaune. The region is named after the town of Chalon-sur-Saône. It is the 5th village-level appellation within the region, accompanying Bouzeron, Rully, Mieuxcurey, and Givry. Like Bouzeron, Montagny is a white wine-only appellation. However, instead of focusing on Aligoté, which is the heart of Bouzeron, Montagny's wines are produced from Chardonnay. Montagny's viticultural zone is located at the southern end of the region, approximately 30 kilometers south of Beaune, 15 kilometers southwest of Chalon-sur-Saône, and 12 kilometers south of Givry. Its vineyards are divided amongst 4 different villages: Buxy to the north, followed by Montagny-les-Buxy. Montagny, as it is known locally, is home to the appellation's greatest vineyard holdings, and after which the appellation was named. Saint-Valorin is located just to the south, and then Juilly-les-Buxy, or Juilly, slightly towards the east. The production area totals around 350 hectares, making it the 3rd largest AOC of the region, following Mieuxcurey at 649 hectares and Rully at 368 hectares. Around 60% of its vineyards are classified as Premier Cru across a total of 49 different climats, the highest of any Bourgogne appellation. The climate is a mix of oceanic with southern and continental influences. This results in generally warm, sunny summer months and cold winters. Its average rainfall is less than 800 millimeters. Some years, the precipitation is more evenly distributed than others. Though they usually do not suffer from drought on their Chardonnay vines, it is a phenomenon that has gradually increased in recent years, particularly on their younger vines and those slopes with less soil. Similar to villages such as Ladois and Chassagne-Montrachet, Buxy has a working quarry that is located behind the vineyards to the west. Its limestone has been used in a multitude of buildings, such as the Musée d'Orsay in Paris. Its stone is cut from a west-facing hillside, so it does not really influence any microclimates within the growing areas themselves. The bedrock, or what the French call the roche mère, shows the diversity of soil types with its various colors, including cream, ochre, red, and even blue-gray layers. The topography of the Montagny appellation is quite complex. The majority of its vineyards are found within 3 amphitheater-like structures with slopes that range from steep to gentle. The largest amphitheater is found within Montagny, while a medium-sized amphitheater lies in Buxy. Saint-Valorin hosts the smallest and least dramatic one. As one moves towards Juilly, the vineyards become flatter as they lead towards the plains. These amphitheaters provide different microclimates and can also create warmer conditions in the growing months as they tend to keep heat in. However, in the winter, the cold, damp air will leave the cores of the amphitheaters, so many vineyards are often protected from frost. With the presence of such amphitheaters, altitudes can vary to a noticeable degree. Its highest vineyards are in the town of Montagny-les-Buxy. They reach their highest point, which is around 390 meters, on its southern slope in climats such as Les Macles, Sous les Fées, and Le Clou. Vineyards down the slope, such as Les Plétières, hover around 330 meters, while the vineyards below drop down to about 270 meters. Montagny-les-Buxy's more northerly vineyard is very slightly lower in altitude, reaching to around 380 meters before it descends progressively towards the valley floor. Les Burnats, for example, ranges between 280 to 300 meters. Buxy's highest vineyards is Le Clos Chaudron at around 370 meters, while the vineyards at the bottom of the slope lie at around 270 meters. Saint-Vélerin, the village with the highest proportion of village-level vineyards, has slightly lower altitudes, though many of its vineyards are still on slopes. The vineyards next to Montagny's highest slopes have the greatest altitude at 370 meters. For Juliers-les-Buxy, its vineyards lie at the bottom of the slopes, and so are generally quite flat, so hover at around 250 to 260 meters. However, not all hillside vineyards are on actual slopes. Some are plateaus and include such vineyards as Les Vignes Longues and Les Pidences in Buxy. Though many of its vineyards faced east or southeast, with their complex topography of amphitheaters and a host of undulating hills, some vineyards can face northeast, such as the sector around Les Marocs, or north, like a portion of Les Coers in Montagny. They can also look towards the south, like Les Chaumalottes and its neighbors, or southwest and west, like part of Le Vieux Château in Buxy. Like altitude, expositions can play a notable role in terms of harvest dates and overall ripeness, so cooler climat might be harvested up to 1 week later. The soils within the appellation can also be markedly diverse, though many of them are limestone-based, making them ideal soils for top-quality Chardonnay. They can also be quite ancient, older than many other areas in Bourgogne. The entire slope from Buxy to Saint-Vélerin is composed of a series of geological layers from west to east. Due to numerous fault lines, these layers have serpent-like shapes of varying widths. Starting from the west, there are a number of layers of liassic marls and limestones of different ages. Liassic is another name for the Lower Jurassic period, so between 175 to 200 million years old. As one moves down the slope towards the east, quartz-rich sandstone from the Triassic period surfaces. The Triassic period is older than the Jurassic, dating back 200 to 250 million years ago. One can also find Sinemurian limestone with Graphea fossils, known more informally as the devil's toenail. Quite an interesting name. This soil dates back again to the Lower Jurassic. The bottom of the slope has a good amount of silt and clay from both the Triassic and Liassic periods. Montagny is the only appellation in the Côte Chalonnaise to have these soil ages. Because Juillet's vineyards are lower, one can find the same Triassic and Liassic soils present along the bottom of the main slope. On the plains moving east, there's younger Oxfordian limestone. However, only a small portion of the appellation vineyards is planted on it. So with such a multiplicity in its landscape and soils, the vineyards and the wines of Montagny can be notably fascinating and diverse.